I'm going to take a spin on the
I
wheel.
was going to say, should we spin the wheel?
We're going to spin the wheel. Is that on the line?
Is that? I think that's IKON versus Epic.
Okay, IKON versus Epic.
All right.
So, I am an IKON pass holder. I bought it months ago. I'm excited about it. And I think a lot of people have a misconception about the IKON versus the Epic because they're like, oh, the Epic, I get the East Coast, I get everything and all this and that. But the IKON, I don't get this. If you read press releases on who buys ski resorts, which I do, I read those things fucking religiously because I want to know what's going on out there.
Right.
I always said, from the second the IKON was announced, and they're like, oh, there's only 7 or 8 or 12 resorts. And I was like, they're
Now.
I was like, no, there's 30-something now.
Well, that's what I meant.
Yeah,
like,
but I was
moment.
like, there are time frames that have to be hit. Like, Crystal Mountain was just added unlimited days. So now you get Crystal, and you get the summit at Snoqualmie and Elpental in Washington, along with Cypress. So you've got the Northwest, you've got Mammoth, June, Big Bear, Snow Summit, Squaw Alpine in California. You have Copper, I believe Eldora, Steamboat, Winter Park on there, and Aspen Snowmass.
Yep.
So you got that. They've added more. If you pay attention to press releases, the big thing to look for is Alterra being somewhere in the press release, whether it's the Capital Partners or it's just the big thing. And I love these big mega passes. Like I had the Epic right after I'd gotten fired working for Vail's retail division. I bought the Epic that next year, and I rode the piss out of that thing.
Mm-hmm.
And these passes are great because they get everyone out there. I have issues with Vail. I'm banned for life. I like Copper Mountain. I like that they leave me alone. I'm really curious to see if it's going to go more family friendly.
Yeah.
But I also like the fact that when I-70 becomes a shit show and everyone from Denver is flocking to Summit County, I'm an hour and 40 minutes away from Steamboat. And I can go do that. And the other thing is, I plan to travel. Like, I've talked to my friend Liz out in Park City, and she said I'm more than welcome to stay with her. That means I'm going to be like 40 minutes from going to Little Cottonwood. I'm going to have Solitude and Brighton over there in Utah that I can hit. And then maybe I'll dip up into Idaho, hit a couple of those resorts, and cut over to Wyoming and go to Jackson Hole. It's a pass that's really designed for traveling. Yeah,
Yeah, it is.
you don't get all unlimited days at everything. You get 7. But you got to realize some of those places, the day tickets are like $80, $90, and I only paid $800, and my Copper Pass would have been $430. So
Yeah.
a Steamboat Pass, I think, was like $1,100 or something.
Right. So, if you have the capability to travel, I think it's definitely the better pass.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's a traveler pass for the most part. And, realistically, I think the number for days on hill, according to SIA, is like 6.5 or 5.5 days for the average snowboarder. So, if you went to a different resort every day, and the average price of the lift ticket that the resorts you went to was $100 or $150, you get your money's worth.
Yeah, you're pretty much breaking even there at that point.
Yeah,
So.
it makes sense. And that's with no blackout days. The one with blackout days is even cheaper. I think that's $6.99 or $5.99. It was $5.99. But even the Epic's a great value in itself. Like I can't fault Vail for creating a pass like that.
Right.
And making
it's kind of nuts that they have. If you buy the full Epic, you get that many unlimited days across that many resorts. Like they wrote the game on that basically. Like that's the reason the IKON exists is because Vail kept buying mountains.
It is, and
the other competing resort companies had to figure something out.
I know, and then you look and there's like the Peak Pass, which is Big Boulder, Hunter Mountain, Mountain Snow on the Mid-Atlantic. You've got the Mountain Collective Pass, which is another traveler pass, but that's only 2 days at each resort.
Right. Yeah.
And I think this might be the last year for the Mountain Collective. Is what I heard.
With the IKON, it wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, because there's a lot of overlap with that.
Yeah.
And I think that these passes are just phenomenal. And I think if more people would just get past the sticker shock of the season pass, they'd realize the value in it. So, like, was it the first year I bought the Copper Pass? I paid $409 for it, and I rode there 87 days. A day ticket is $95.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty damn cheap a day for me to go ride Copper. And do that. Or my Basin Pass it was $319, and I rode I think something like 67 days. That's fucking phenomenal, man. You're paying like pennies on the dollar at that point.
Mm-hmm.
And if you broke it down by how many runs you made
I know,
off
you're
of every
literally
day,
throwing a penny at them every single time. You take the
yeah.
lift.
So I think it's one of those things that the more you do, you buy these passes, and the more you go, the more value it inherently creates. Because the more you ride, the better you become at snowboarding. The more you want to snowboard, it just makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, there are certain negatives. I'm really curious to see how much more crowded Copper is going to be this year.
Yeah, that's kind of the biggest thing that I'm worried about with the IKON pass. But at the same time, yeah, that means that people would have to travel to Copper. So I think that's really the only factor at that point. Like, I don't think anything local. I don't think it's going to change, because the people that were going to get that pass were just going to get the Copper Winter pass.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
it's just the traveling piece of that.
Well, you look at how busy like Breckenridge is during
Yeah.
peak season. They're saying there's 27,000, 35,000 people on the hill. That's crowded. When you're hearing
Yeah.
that an average lift line and the base of
And the
peak 9,
and the
Or V8.
photos that were coming out, was it last year or 2 years ago, from
Vail,
where you literally were all like halfway up the mountain to try
well,
to get on like
so
lift
there's
four
a
or wherever
little
it
there's a
was.
little something about that photo, and I think it's a little misleading.
Yeah, but it's fun to pick on Vail.
It is fun to pick up, but still at the same time, that photo, it was the end of the day. All the other lifts were shut, and they were trying to get
Right.
people back, and so it's a funnel back
it's a
there.
funnel.
It's a funnel,
lift.
but still, I mean,
I've waited in a Breck lift line for, I think I've waited in a 45-minute line before.
yeah. President's Weekend is a shit show. I remember before Vail bought Park City, I was out in Utah riding with my friend Liz, and she kept apologizing to me because Park City was so busy. We waited in line 7 minutes.
Yeah, I had the same thing
And
happen when I went up to Red Mountain last year. The dude that was showing us around was getting all antsy because the lift we were planning on taking had a line of about 30 people, and he was like, "Nah, man, we should just go take this one. Like, I don't want to wait in that line." And all of us coming from Colorado and Utah were like, "What line? That's not a line."
That's not a line, yeah. And so, I think there's going to be more resorts added. Vail's going to probably buy one or two, but Alterra,
Yeah,
I think from the press release, I think they have like 5 or 6 more that they still haven't announced. And
right.
I'm really curious to see where this ends, because Alterra also has like a whole division that's summer resorts and beach resorts and shit. So it's like they're not hurting for money. Like Vail is a real estate company with ski resorts. That's really what they are, and then a retail division. Mm-hmm. Alterra's like, we do destination resorts and we get you people here, and that's the thing.
The thing that I'm interested to see what happens is the overseas markets.
Yes,
Vail does already have their hand in Europe and has their hand again in Japan. With the Hakuba Valley, where you get 5 consecutive days in Hakuba Valley throughout all the resorts.
I think it's only 3 resorts.
Is it only 3 of them?
I know Niseko is on the IKON now. And
Okay, so they're reaching overseas.
That's 7, and you get something in Australia too. So
and that's the other one. Is Vail's got Parachute.
Yeah, and I think maybe they got New Zealand. They got something down there in the southern hemisphere. I want to see one of them pick up like Chile or something.
Yeah, that's gonna be the interesting one. Is who reaches down to South America first?
Yeah, but I mean, tentatively with an IKON pass, though, I mean, you figure if the Northwest gets hit, they could open super early. But let's just say Copper opening is around the 8th of November.
No, it got pushed.
Copper.
I know.
It got pushed?
Yeah, they haven't finished their lifts yet.
Oh, so they're pushing it back?
I think so.
From
the guy that I was with Gravity.
Steve or Dylan?
Trying to remember what his name was. I'm terrible with names.
I know you are.
A little bit shorter.
About your age?
Yeah.
That's Dylan.
That's Dylan?
That's
okay,
Dylan.
yeah. Dylan. Yeah, Dylan.
Dylan Larkin.
Yeah, what he was saying is it's getting, that it was getting pushed back, and he's like, all bummed, because they haven't finished their lifts.
Yeah.
Their Copper's putting in not new lifts, but they're
replacing
replacing
Eagle and Flyer are going to be 6-packs, which
that's
Eagle, the other thing that Alterra's doing.
Eagle's going to be a Chondola.
Oh, it's a 6-pack and a Chondola.
Yeah, 6-pack and Chondola, and then Flyer's going to be a bubble.
That's going to be interesting. I've never ridden a bubble chair.
I haven't either, shockingly. I don't think I've ever ridden a bubble.
It's like an East Coast thing. I think,
East Coast and Europe.
And Canada.
Yeah.
I've never ridden a bubble chair, so people are going to get baked on them.
Yeah.
But tentatively, let's say it's a normal season, you could start like November 8th, and then if Mammoth got hit and they run through the 4th of July, you got November through July that you could ride on that pass.
Yeah, and then if they start buying South American resorts, you can go chase winter.
Or
You
let's
know?
say theoretically they picked up Timberline.
Yeah.
And you get Summer Shred on Timberline.
Right, you pay an extra $100 on top of your Icon, so you get all summer too.
All summer. I do.
And then you can ride year round.
Then you
Yeah. So the whole season pass thing, and what Icon is now pushing, like Epic forced it, and then now that Icon's there, Icon's pushing Veil, and eventually it's just going to be climb, because they're each going to have to try to. Well, they did that. We got to answer to it. And
Well,
then we did this, and they answered us with this.
They'll eventually plateau. But,
Yeah.
But I mean, the big thing is they're fighting over markets, and it's like, who's going to get Seattle? Who's going to get Los Angeles? Icon got Los Angeles with Mammoth.
Yeah.
They got Southern California completely locked down.
Bear and
And-
Mammoth. That's it. You're done.
I mean, they did a good job with getting Central because they got Squaw Alpine, even though Epic has Heavenly North Star.
Right.
But, you know, and I forgot, I think Boreal's on there. It's going to be on there soon.
Yeah.
With Icon. So you got that.
Has anybody done anything in Montana yet?
Yes.
Icon's
There's
got Montana.
Is it Big Sky
Thanks, guy.
or Bridger? It's one of the two.
Okay.
You get 7 days. It's not unlimited,
Yeah.
but you get 7 days. Because I want to go through and hit that. I want to, like, if I can buy the car I want and I've got the budget, the goal would be, like, go to Utah, stay at Liz's, ride the Cottonwoods, go up. I want to go through all the tiny little resorts in Idaho because they're fucking phenomenal. They have, like, such amazing terrain.
It's the next spot.
It's going to blow up.
Yeah,
Boise's going to be the next big shred city.
Yeah.
Calling that now. But I'd like to hit those, then go hit Grand Targhee, you know, go to Jackson. I wouldn't mind going to Big Sky. And I think that that's one of those things where you can do it, you know, and
That's what these kind of passes allow you to do.
Yeah. the travel. And that's
Yeah.
the thing is, like, I miss traveling. Like, I love going out and traveling. And the other cool thing is, like, when you travel, you can go meet smaller brands and get product from them, and that ties into the review thing.
Right.
Like, going to Utah, now Nitro is not going to be a problem because I can literally swing into the foundry and be like, Knut, Jeff, load me up,
Yeah.
you know, and I can go ride stuff. And that's what I love. And the other thing is, like, we've discussed having a meetup for you snowboarders of the internet and for the Angry Snowboarder VIP members. Like, come out, we'll drag Marcus away from work for the day. We'll make him go hit jumps for you.
Yeah.
I'll probably wrangle Dylan.
Funny.
I'll wrangle Dylan Thomas,
Yeah.
you know, away from Rozzy, and if Crowbar's around, we'll bring him out and, you know, get all the homies, and we'll go out and make some laps with you, and then we'll go get tacos or something.
Yeah.
And, you know, go out and just ride, just have a shred day, and, like, work on solidifying that community thing, which is going to be really tough for me because I really hate people.
Yeah.
And I don't like riding the chairlift with strangers.
I've had a few people recognize me from the videos now, and it is very weird.
Oh my god, it's the weirdest thing.
So weird.
So weird.
It's very awkward feeling because they're like all starstruck, and I'm like, what? Why? I'm just a shop kid. Like,
It's okay.
Ah.
I had that happen to me this past winter at the
Yeah.
liquor store. Like, this guy comes in, I ID him, you know, and he's of age, he's from New York, and he's just like, I know you from somewhere. And I was like, probably. And, like,
I know. I'm so used to people being like, "Oh, I know who you are," and I'm like, "Yeah, I've been working at the same shop for 6 years in
Yeah.
Summit," and they're like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah.
But yeah, now when they're like,
Now-
"No, that's not what it is," I'm
yeah.
like, "Oh,
And he's
no."
looking at me and he's like, no, I know you from the internet. And I was like, well, I do run Angry Snowboarder. He's like, dude, you have influenced every one of my sales for like the last 6 years. Like, every board I've ever bought, you know, every purchase. And he's like dorking out, like just nerding out on me hard. And his friend's like, what the fuck's the big deal? This dude works in a liquor store. His girlfriend's like, what's going on? You know?
Yeah, seriously.
And it was super, super interesting. And I mean, I was stoked. I wish I'd had stickers because
Yeah,
I would have given it.
I carry stickers.
He carries
so if
stickers.
You see me. Granted, I feel super awkward when you do it, but I'll give you a sticker if you see me and you point, "Hey, you're Kevin from Angry Snowboarder." You'll get a sticker.
Yeah, so, and I, you know, to go along with that, I might take one of those stickers and, like, write something on the bottom, be like, you get a VIP sticker pack if you can show a photo of it or something in my writing or
That's not a
something.
bad idea, yeah.
So, we'll do something along that way, but we want to do, like, a meetup, and having the Icon makes total sense. Like, I want to go to 32 day at Brighton this year and come out, and I know that there's a bunch of people out there that want to meet up. Super fan Alan Russell, Dude's a G. Got 203 days last season on a low tide year.
Heck yeah.
That dude's a G. I sent him a sticker pack just because
In Utah, you got 203 days?
Yeah,
Wow, that's hard.
yeah, exactly. That dude's
That
a
was
G.
hard last year.
So I sent him a sticker pack as a thank you because it was cool. But he and I were talking today, and he wants me to go to Pow Mau with him, and I'm like, I'll go to
Sick,
Pow
dude.
Mau.
Yeah, Pow Mau's fun on a good pow day.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I've stayed there. I stayed in Rick Alden, the founder of Skull Candy's house.
Yep.
But I've never ridden there.
Yeah.
And I really want to ride. I also went to the weirdest snowboard bum bar there, which Utah's just weird in general. It
Yeah.
was like a country club, and it was really weird because there was like a bunch of derelict snowboarders and then people in polo shirts, and I was just like,
You felt sticky?
I felt dirty.
Well, you probably were.
Well, yeah, I think I showered twice on that whole trip, and I was gone like
Right.
13 days. So.
Oh, was that your trip with Norwood?
No, that wasn't.
Different trip.
No, that was. That was the Norwood trip. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was only like 7 days. I thought it was with Rob the Rep.
Oh, there was that trip too. Yeah, that's
Oh,
right.
God.
Ooh, he's a gnarly dude.
That man was the funniest dude on earth. Everywhere we went, he's like, find me a hooker. Every single place we went, he was like, find me a hooker or find me cocaine. And I was like, are you serious? I could never tell if he was serious. So like, I'd be on my phone like, oh, there's like an escort service. Do you want me to book one?
Do you want me to book one?
I don't know. I need an adult. You're not an adult.
Rob was not an adult.
Rob, he owns a brewery now and like 10 houses. Freaking weird.
Good for him.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. So that's kind of the bonus of these passes. And I mean,
Yeah.
if you guys are, any of you listening, watching this, are coming through Summit, I want you guys to understand, I do not snowboard on Saturdays, unless it is a powder day, and then it is very, like, first chair, and I'm done by 11. I'm like, it's crowded, I'm out of here. Gone.
Yeah.
But if you're coming through, and, you know, like, we'll be at Copper, we'll be at the Basin. I don't do the Vail Resorts, so do that. I'll probably be up at Steamboat, but, you know, you can usually find us at Copper at Mahi's Tacos in the afternoon.
Yeah.
So if you want to stop by and buy some poor snowboard commentator,
Buy us tacos.
buy us tacos. Actually, straight up though, if you are in Copper, go to Mahi's Tacos. Those fucking tacos are fire. Those are fucking great, man.
They're very good tacos.
Those are, especially the Flaca taco. That thing is amazing. It's like a, best way to describe it is a deep fried mashed potato shell taco. It's fucking amazing. Also, just so you know, the vegetarian taco, the Forager, you'll look at it and you'll be like, no, I don't want that. It's a vegetarian taco. It's possibly the best taco on the menu. So
Also, the tacos at Pow Mau are real good too. I had some of those a week ago, after riding some mountain bikes there. Their tacos are good.
I'm going to go check that out. Also, if you're in
Yeah.
Breckenridge, go to Sancho's Tacos. Rita's is okay, but Sancho's is even better.
Yeah.
So as you can tell, we like tacos.
Tacos are pretty good.
Yeah. So maybe we'll do a taco review.
We should do a taco review.
We should.
Yeah.
So I've been working on a food show called Snowboarder Snacks, where we review certain kinds of foods for poor snowboard bums. Like there's a set dollar amount you're allowed to spend per. So the first episode I filmed was with good friend, infrequent collaborator, Carlo Marasigan, and we did ramen. I ate like 20,000 milligrams of sodium trying 9 different kinds of ramen that day. But there's good ramen. Kevin and I are going to do a whole pizza episode.
And Carlo is Filipino, so we had an expert to back all this up. With
He
the ramen
lives in
stuff.
New York City, so he knows good food.
Right.
He's fat too.
Yeah, he's got a little.
He's got a little gut. And so that's another thing we're working on. That was going to be a secret, but I don't care. I'll drop that. I was going to give that to the Angry Snowboarder VIP people first, and then
We'll give them the other food ones.
they'll still get it first. But
Well, yeah,
it will drop maybe next month, but probably November.
Yeah.
But we need to go do the pizza episode
Yep.
and whatnot. But yeah, so if you guys are traveling, you're coming through Copper, let us know. We might be filming some stuff. We might be around, but we'll definitely meet up. Let you take a selfie with us.
But come up gently, because if we're in the middle of doing something and you just come up out of nowhere, well, we don't.
Yeah, like that fucking idiot up at the Basin.
Yep.
Oh my god, when we were filming Camp Kevin Carver, this guy like did not get the hint we were in the middle of something. He's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "We're fucking working on something." Is it a board review? And you were riding the the shark bite, the one with the missing tail.
Yeah.
And the guy was like, I was like, looked at him, I was like, does that look like we're fucking reviewing that thing? Like, no, that's not even a real snowboard. I took an angle grinder to that thing. But please don't interrupt us.
Use some tact with it. Yeah, wait for when it looks like
Yeah.
we're done with whatever. Like if he's standing facing me about 5 feet away and I'm standing there facing him, we're busy. Like if I'm sitting over there turning screws and he's not holding the camera, like all right, yeah, maybe come over say what's up.
Yeah,
But yeah, don't interrupt us.
Please don't. It just sucks because you're contending with like the wind, cars driving by in the audio.
Yeah.
You're making sure that the microphone's picking up Kevin, which
apparently is an issue. I don't know what it is with my octave or voice or something, but camera mics have a hard time with me. Or I have a hard time with them. I don't know.
That's why you should support us on Angry Snowboarder VIP so I can buy a lav mic that's wireless to wire his ass up.
Yeah.
But just have some tact when you're approaching us, like I'm usually
treat us like a dog that you've never met before and is a little big and he's got his ears back.
Yes.
Treat us like that.
And understand I'm usually a little skeptical with riding chairlifts with people. Don't take it personally. I just assume that most people are going to fall and take my knee out.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's kind of it.